Hello, this is Dr. Hein, and welcome to Math in the Bunker. Today we're asked to write the slope-intercept form of an equation of a line that's on a graph. Okay, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to write this in slope-intercept form, and we're simply going to get our information off the graph itself. Now, slope-intercept form is when y is by itself, and the equation is y equals mx plus b. M is actually the slope, or the steepness of the line, and the b is the y-intercept. If we wanted to know what the y and the x itself is, it's just simply points on the line. And since the points are on the line are, reaches out to infinity, we won't list that unless we actually need them, okay? And so the only thing we're concerned right now is to know the slope, the steepness of the line, and the y-intercept. I'm going to use m for slope and b for y-intercept, okay? And so first, let's look for the slope itself, okay? The slope is the rise. We're going to find a point on the line and see how far it rises over the run. And we'll make that m in our equation. So the rise over run. So we'll look at the line itself, and we'll find two perfect points. And again, a perfect point, where I'm pointing at, is when the vertical line meets the horizontal line, or the corner of one of these squares, if that's easier. So there's the point, and I'm going to get the next closest point. So I'm going to go up the line until I'm the next closest point, and that's this one right here. Okay, so I have 2 points. So I'm going to count how many units did I just rise. What is my rise? 1, 2, 3. So it rises 3. So I'm going to write that down. My rise is 3. 1, 2, 3. Now get back on the line to that perfect point. I run positive 1. Now 3 over 1 is equal to 3, or 3 divided by 1 is 3, or anytime 1 is the denominator, your answer in slope-intercept form will be that top number, of 3, okay? And so what we'll do, we'll substitute the m. We'll get rid of the m. I'll do that right quick. And I'll replace it with the number 3. And so that leaves me with y equals 3x. Now I want the y-intercept. I want b. B stands for y-intercept. I simply see where the line hits the y-axis. So this is 0. I count up 1, 2, 3. I count down to -1. Notice the line, the blue line, hits the y-axis at -1. So my b, which stands for y-intercept, is -1. And so in my equation, I'll simply replace the b with -1. And notice that the equation was y equals mx plus b. Because it's -1, I'm going to change my plus sign to a negative, and simply add 1. So y equals 3x minus 1, which is germane to this line. Thank you for joining me for the Math Bunker.